Howdy, I'm Jared Harris, and this is my final portfolio. I like ethos because ethos is credibility, and credibility is king. Because who are you to make an argument if you can't back it up? This is especially critical in the business world where arguments are key to making the world go around. And if you don't have the credibility to be able to say this is the way it is, then you have no business making an argument. It is very, very difficult to tug at my heartstrings, so I do not have a very high opinion of pathos. However, it is, in my mind, useful in a persuasive argument, as most people do have heartstrings that can easily be tugged at, and you can sway people through emotions. Which is why I find pathos rather interesting, but I personally do not like it. Logos is the basis of thinking for people with Asperger's, i.e. me. Because if it doesn't make perfect literal sense, then there's no logic. I think of Kairos as the concept of being like in the right place at the right time. It's the most opportune moment. In this case, filming this project right now is a display of Kairos, because if I tried to cram it in tomorrow, I probably would not be able to do it, and I would therefore fail this project. I only had one other class this semester, History 1302, and even though composition and history weren't tied together with a common seminar, I felt that it integrated very well because rhetoric was used extensively to break down the arguments of authors of sources, various war strategies, etc. And ethos and logos came into very constant use because is it logical to declare war on Vietnam and try to win it when we're just trying to keep the spread of communism out, for example? There were no real common ideas with composition, if you will, because, simply put, other than ethos and logos, they're two very, very different fields, and that alone makes it not cut from common cloth. I have a very interesting viewpoint coming into college because I had a very interesting viewpoint coming into college because I am a junior in high school still, as a college freshman. And at the beginning of my high school year, back in 2012, I thought I was going to be going through all hell to try to balance my college and my high school coursework. But now I realize it's cake. And I find that I'll be taking a lot of my time management skills with me, my newly acquired time management skills, to sophomore year, because I will have a harder time balancing my high school and college course load since I'll be taking more classes at the college level. But I find that this limited, if you will, experience of college, having only 2 classes out here, has helped me build up time management and grade management, and will allow me to succeed in my endeavors continuing forward. Regrettably, no, I did not use the Writing Center at any time this academic year because I'm still having a time trying to get over the aspect of, oh, I need help, I can't do this by myself, you know. The pride feeling still existed, if you will. Although I did have a little help in the fact that I do have a personal friend who's the academic advisor for the Flower Bluff TAMU relationship, Caleb, who is also an employee of the Writing Center, who I was able to seek advice from, and that helped, but it still was no substitute for not going to the writing center on a regular basis to seek improvement for my writing. Truly, the hardest thing for me to get used to of the college experience was the fact that there is so much freedom out here. For a person like me, or really for any person, high school is hell. It is prison. And my favorite part of my college experience is being able to experience this freedom, being able to build relationships with full-minded people, not half-minded jackasses, if you will. And this has helped me grow as a person because I've actually had intellectual equals to communicate with, to befriend even. And that's what I find particularly attractive about the college experience. My views of writing in English haven't necessarily changed. I'm more of a fiction writer, so even though this class has helped me hone my non-fiction writing, my informative, argumentative writing, which will be necessary for the rest of my college and working career, I still have a hard time just trying to write this informative, argumentative genre because I'm so used to writing fiction in my free time. My views of English haven't changed at all. I know I don't like English necessarily, but I'm good at it, so that's essentially my views on the matter. I will take with me, though, going forward, the fact that I can have my Christian religion, I can have my morals, but I can have a worldview, I can see the world as it is, and I can let my looking glass shape it for me, or I can look at it with an unbiased point of view. So that's, I feel, the major thing I'm taking from this class and the community that I enjoyed in this class going forward. For living on campus freshman year, I do not have the qualifications, I don't have the ethos, let's say, to give that sort of evidence for or against living on campus. However, living at home, because I'm not a full-time college student and I'm also a high school student, personally I feel that I would not be able to survive in a college dorm room on campus living because it's simply too crowded, and I cannot stand the party atmosphere that these places provide. I would have a much better time trying to keep my grades and stay out of trouble living off campus, where one, I'm not exposed to the temptations, and two, it's a lot quieter environment that's more conducive to working. As a dual enrollment college and high school student, I do take some very interesting views going forward into my senior year of high school and really continuing on with my freshman year of college because I haven't earned enough credits to step up to sophomore status. But I feel that the lessons learned in both the first and second semesters have really been influential in shaping some of my life decisions up to this point, and I feel they will carry with me as I continue forward in my high school career, my college career, and my working career.